Before we get onto the MLS itself, we need to go over some definitions. To find information about the MLS, including status definitions, property type definition, rules and regs, and more, you go to elpasotx.com. That's the GetBar website. Then if you hover over membership, then hover over MLS tools, you can see them here. Our FAQ, our rules and regs, our property type definitions, our listing status definitions, and the coming soon guidelines. For now, we're going to go over property type definitions and listing status definitions. Property types are one of the ways that listings on the MLS are split up and categorized. So residential properties are single-family residences that are for sale. They include residential dwellings of only one unit. Both new and resale go under residential. Residential lease is the same thing as residential, except they're for lease instead of for sale. Land is vacant land with no inhabitable improvement that's for sale. The land property type does include residential lots that are for sale if there's no plans to build a home there currently. Even if it's zoned residential, it should go under land unless it's going to be a new home. Multifamily is a 2 to 4 unit residential property that's for sale where all units are part of the transaction. A duplex, triplex, or quadplex where all units are being sold together should go under multifamily. And commercial are buildings that are zoned for commercial use and residential dwellings of 5+ units. These property types can be mixed and match. For instance, in historic district of El Paso, we have multiple properties that are zoned both residential and commercial. So you could put one listing under residential and one listing under commercial. As long as the property fits that property type correctly, it can go into that property type. The other thing to talk about here is new homes. Even though currently they're vacant land with no inhabitable improvement that's for sale, new homes, you're not selling just the land, you're selling the land plus the home that will be part of it. So new homes should be going under residential and not land. Next, we're going to check status definitions. So again, we hover over membership, MLS tools, and then listing status definition. These are the definitions we use for the statuses on the MLS. This is a great reference, especially as you're seeing people's listings under different statuses. Come back here and check what those statuses actually mean. So coming soon listings are currently off market, but should be on market soon. The coming soon status is for up to 7 days and no more. Active listings are active on the market, they're available to show, and they're actively accepting offers. They accrue days on market for every day they're on the market. Active under contract means the property is under contract, but they're still allowing showings and still accepting offers. This is common to do during the option period or when an appraisal is looking shaky. The whole reason for this is that they can still look for offers while being on the market. Active under contract listings also accrue days on market. Pending listings means that the seller has accepted an offer and they're not looking for showings or backup offers. Withdrawn means the property is under a listing agreement, but it's temporarily unavailable for showing. The withdrawn status is for temporary use, typically used when a seller says, you know what, we need a little time to do repairs, or they're not quite ready for showings, they're going out of town. Anything that it needs to be off market temporarily, it should be withdrawn. Closed means that the seller and buyer have completed the transaction entirely and the transaction's been funded. Expired means the seller and the listing broker have ended their listing agreement based on the original listing agreement, the end term on that. And canceled means that listing agreement was ended prematurely before it would have expired normally.